And the rebound goes to Sean Phillips Jr. Big lefty hook, and the soft touch rolls in.
Big key to the game tonight. You know, try to take those twos away with Phillips inside. Second chance opportunities were also a big deal in the first ball game. 17 offensive rebounds for Missouri in that first ball game.
Stepping out of bounds, back-to-back turnovers for Oklahoma. And I noticed something after that last putback by Phillips. He looked to his guard, Jaden Stone. He said, shoot the ball, man. Shoot that first attempt when I give you the look.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the better shooters on the team. You're open, shoot the basketball. That's great confidence from the big fella. You talk about, John, two teams that do a great job with ball security, and you got Oklahoma here with 2 quick turnovers. They usually average about 10 turnovers a ball game, and they've got 2 to start here.
All right, so we are back normal here on ESPNU. We apologize to all the fans for technical difficulties. We got it all sorted out. Underway here, Oklahoma with an early 3-2 lead. As Trent Pierce steps into one, leaves it short. Long rebound goes to Nigel Pack. Nigel Pack in his 6th season here in college basketball looks to finish his last one strong. Off the mark, Wagi battling for the rebound, tips out of bounds, Missouri ball.
I mean, you get a good look with Tay Davis. I mean, obviously, the better attacking the basket. I think on the other end down here, though, it's kind of what Porter really wants from his defense versus Missouri. He wants to take twos away, make them take some tough threes, keep Barrett out of the paint, have him be a guy that's out there shooting jump shots like he took earlier in the last possession.
Starting 5 for Missouri, Mark Mitchell. He is the guy that gets everything going. Mitchell sets the screen there. As Stone takes a mid-range too strong. McGee with the rebound. Starting 5 for Oklahoma here on senior night. As Xavier Brown pull up from the corner. Wagi fouled on the rebound.
Wagi, one of the better offensive rebounders on the Oklahoma team, getting second chance opportunities. Really, the last ball game only played about 12 minutes in the last game. Was played with fouls, 4 fouls in the last matchup. So they need him to play well. When he plays well, Oklahoma plays extremely good.
They're giving Brown the clear out. As he keeps his dribble alive, now picks it up. 7 on the shot clock for the Sooners. 3 minutes here into this ball game. Davis had the first bucket. That one out of bounds, and it's going to go to Missouri.
You want Tay Davis working down there 15 feet in is where he's really good. He's a point forward, versatile forward, gets a lot of work done 15 feet in. He's got to gather himself and get a little bit better look on the next possession now down there.
T.O. Barrett, one of the 2 Oklahoma natives on the floor. A lot of fans in attendance for Barrett. A nice rim run, but missing and close is Jaden Stone.
Nice defensive possession right there by Oklahoma. That ball goes inside. They want to double down. Really good play by T.O. Barrett. Really good defender for Missouri.
Wow, not a good start for Stone. He looks all kind of out of sorts right now. Oklahoma coming the way. Xavier Brown knocks down the 3.
That's a great find by Nigel Pack. Nigel Pack is an underrated passer. Great hit ahead. Found Brown in a rhythm 3. Good job with being ready to shoot the basketball.
T.O. Barrett from nearby Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Won 2 state championships on this floor back in high school. Stone off the mark, and the rebound goes to Brown.
Stone's got some good looks, some opportunities to knock some of those threes down.
There's Brown in the paint, turnaround Jay, and a timeout Missouri, as it's been all Oklahoma to start it.
Oklahoma starting really putting everything on their defense. The defense is much improved over the last 4 or 5 ball games. You see a steal here by Nigel Pack. Great hit ahead. Shot ready by Brown. Big time 3.
All right, last 2 games in the regular season. This could be a wild Super Tuesday here in the conference. Missouri could finish as high as 3rd or as low as 10th, depending on what shakes out here in this final week.
Big ball game for both teams. A lot on the line right now in terms of standings. Missouri wins today. They're able to get a first-round bye in the SEC tournament.
Mitchell, his first bucket of the night. Let's be real. Missouri came out flat tonight. They did not look good. Let's see how things change out of that timeout.
When you have a guy like Mitchell, you know, and you get off to a start the way you have John shooting the basketball from the perimeter, put that ball inside and let one of your premier players go to work. And that's what Missouri did out of the timeout, which is great.
T.O. Barrett with the steal, goes 1-on-2 and had it blocked from behind. Jadon Jones on the floor for the first time, along with Dayton Forsythe, who's got the rock in his hands right now. Three off the mark, and Sean Phillips, the 7-footer, pulls it down. Missouri 2 for 9 from the floor to start this game, as Anthony Robinson, the backup point guard, now on the floor. Barrett probing, spinning, and the hook is good.
That's where he gets most of his work done, downhill, in the paint. It was a point of emphasis today, talking to Coach Moser, really wanting to keep him out of the paint. His paint touches and scoring in the paint, something that they really wanted to try to take away.
You hear the pop from the crowd?
You heard the pop from the crowd.
He's got some people in attendance here. Pull up mid-range, off the side of the basket, and Barrett snatches it out of the air. Mitchell, baseline drive, just too strong. Mark Mitchell, the senior from Kansas City, Kansas.
It's a versatile scorer. I mean, he can score in a variety of ways. He's a guy who can take you off the bounce, second chance opportunities. He's a big-time assist guy passing the basketball.
An illegal screen called on Oklahoma.
Porter's not happy with that one, but I mean, I think Brown's got to do a better job of setting this guy up a little bit so he doesn't get picked off there. You see Barrett here in the mid-range, something that Oklahoma really wanted to take away. In the first ball game, he had 20-some points getting to the paint. You see Mitchell getting downhill and finishing. He's one of the elite finishers in college basketball.
Illegal screen called on Kirill Yelatansev. His first team foul on Oklahoma. Pierce, defense collapses, and another turnover.
Trying to look in there to Pierce with a smaller guy there. Mitchell, again, getting Mitchell in the right spacing on the floor. Missouri does a great job of putting him in the right place to try to attack. That time he tried to attack post to post.
Rodney, already 4 turnovers by Missouri to start this game.
Missouri's done a great job of taking care of the basketball as well.
Forsythe just couldn't get that one to stay down. And a technical foul is called on Oklahoma's head coach, Porter Moser. Unhappy about a no call on that play.
Well, I wonder if it's going to offset. He was already in the paint in the act of scoring. Did the basket count before the technical foul? I've got to go and take a look at that, see that sequence there. I mean, Porter was not happy. Now, it started here with the offensive foul, where Porter kind of really let into him a little bit, and I don't think he ever really let that play go. And so Owen ended up giving him a technical foul. You see here again, Forsythe doing a good job trying to move his feet.
Oh.
May have gotten away one with Barrett attacking the basket.
May have.
Porter at the top now, he's losing his mind. But this, again, is a carryover from the previous possession with the offensive foul that he didn't feel like would warrant an offensive foul. So that was a little bit of a carryover. Again, early in the game, you're just trying to, make sure that they understand, hey, if this game is going to be called one way, then, I'm going to fire my team up, get these guys going a little bit too. And
Look at Porter Moser. He's got his guys
he's fired up now, ready to go.
Barrett missing the first. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line on the technical.
This is a game on the schedule where Barrett and Trent Pierce both are going to circle this game. The Oklahoma kids get the chance to come back home. A lot of family and friends here to see them play. Barrett played great in the first game at their place. It was the first game he started for Missouri as well.
So Barrett to inbound underneath. Missouri taking its first lead of the game with a 7-0 run. Trent Burns, the freshman from Texas, on the floor for the first time. 7 feet 5 inches on the inside. Jacob Cruz, also his first look. Welcome to the game. Take that. Nigel Pack with the head fake. He finds Forsythe on the wing. Another good head fake. Gets the defender flying. Jones will try one and knocks down the three. Jadon Jones, the senior from Long Beach, California.
Great ball movement. Great job attacking the paint by Forsythe. Not selling. Great shot fake. Good driving dish there for Jones. He was shot ready for that three.
Barrett in close, and a jump ball is called. It'll stay here. Possession arrow with the Tigers.
Okay. Oklahoma's defense is much improved over the last 4 ball games. You see Waigi with some big-time rim protection there, and he gets out and runs the floor extremely hard. League-level rim protection. You see Forsythe, great driving kick for Jadon Jones. Big-time three, Oklahoma back on.
Dennis Gates in his 4th year, just 1 win away here in the conference of matching the most in SEC play in school history. They've done it twice before, 2013 and in 23, with 11 wins.
You know, John, they're playing their best basketball at the right time. 6 out of the last 8 games, they've been on the right side of it. And they've had some big wins down the stretch here. But, you know, I think, again, when you look at the totality of their season, they've got some key guys back now from injuries. And 2 starters back right now, Trent Pierce and Stone. Those are 2 key pieces for them, and it's really changed their season. Really good defense right there by Robinson. Robinson, one of the elite defenders in the SEC. Really good steal there.
All right, take a look at our bracketology expert, Joe Lenardi. His projections back on February 7th, they were next 4 out. And each week, they keep getting closer and closer. And today has Missouri as a 9 seed, as this is clearly a team on the rise.
It is. You go in the Rupp Arena and you win there. That's a huge win to go and get done on the road.
Here's Cruz. Out of his first 2 shots affected here tonight. Here's Pack. Pull-up 3. Rattles it home. Nigel Pack is the active leader here in 3-pointers made here in Division I basketball. 411 made now in his career.
John, he's done it at every stop. He started in K-State. He goes over to Miami. And now here at Oklahoma, he had a superb season.
Cruz, second opportunity here for Missouri now. Puts it on the deck. Sidestep 3. He's missed his first 3 tonight.
Really good defense by Forsythe, running him off the line, making him have to put the ball on the deck a little bit. I mean, he's a great catch and shoot player in Cruz.
Nigel Pack with the sidestep. And going up high, drawing another foul, is Muhammad Waigi.
Waigi can get up on that glass. He's a guy that gives them second chance opportunities. And like we said earlier, he didn't really have a great game in game 1. Played about 12 minutes in that ball game, had 4 fouls and really didn't get much done. So got to be a guy that's hungry to get something done in this game too.
Dennis Gates in his 4th season. 2 tournament appearances in his first 3. Looking to make that 3 for 4 here this year.
We talked earlier about the chance to have 11 wins in conference play. You know, that's a huge deal. Anytime you can get double-digit wins in conference play, and Coach Gates has had a chance to do that 3 out of the 4 years, had the chance to go to the NCAA tournament for the 3rd time. He's done an incredible job with this program.
It is Oklahoma with a 5-point lead. Under 10.5 here to play in this first half. You know Oklahoma wants revenge. Losing a tough one on the road last time these 2 teams met in Missouri. But miscommunication, another turnover.
Oklahoma, again, they've done a great job of taking care of the basketball all season long. It's kind of uncharacteristic of them having issues with ball security to start this ball game.
Inside they go to Mark Mitchell. Double team is there. And Pierce loses the handle. Pack one-on-one with some help as Jones throws down the hammer.
Big time unselfish play by Pack, pushing the ball in transition, but it all started with the defense. Jones goes down in the post, has a great closeout, forces them to put it on the deck and causes a turnover.
8-0 run, largest lead of the game. Oklahoma up 7. Mitchell, there has been no space for him to operate tonight, and he creates his own. 2 more at the cup.
Big to big switch right there. It's an easy switch. Weigge's got to stay between himself and the basket. He kind of gave the offensive player an easy pass to the basket, but he's got to protect the basket first.
Here goes Pack, weaving through traffic, just throws it up off the window. Nigel Pack now with 5.
Nigel's been on one here in the last 4 or 5 ball games, man. He's just scoring in a variety of ways. We know he is an elite 3-point shooter, but he can also take it off the deck and score in the mid-range as well. I think something in his game that's really underrated is his passing. He's a great passer as well.
3 ball knocked down. First one of the game for Missouri.
Stone, that's what he does. I mean, he's the guy that's, he stretches the floor for Missouri. Missouri also does a great job of sharing the basketball. 14 assists a ball game. Good movement that time. Stone shot ready.
Tate Davis spinning, gets all the way to the cup.
Tate Davis pouring forward, getting downhill. Really good to see him score the basketball. Over the last 3 or 4 ball games, he's kind of been in a slump scoring the basketball. Got the chance to see that first one go through the net with that made 3. Now he's operating where he's more comfortable in the paint.
Mitchell is bumped on his way to the bucket. Oklahoma defensively doing everything they can to make Mark Mitchell uncomfortable here tonight.
Really good defense right there by Jones. Pack being unselfish, sharing the basketball with Jones. Big time finish in transition. You see Nigel Pack attacking in the paint, not just a 3-point shooter, but he's a guy that can do it at all 3 levels.
So Trent Pierce, the Tulsa, Oklahoma native, checking back in for Missouri, as Mitchell will get a breather.
Pierce, a kid out of Tulsa, had a great prep career here in Oklahoma. Finished up over in Arizona Compass his last season before making his way to Missouri. But he's got a lot of fans and a lot of family here today as well.
Barrett calling out the play. Shot clock's at 7. Little push shot, indecision. And it'll stay here off Oklahoma. We are in the break zone. It is the Sooners who have won 2 in a row, needing this one. A 6-point lead at home.
He came out with a cape on. I had that game last Saturday, and he was a different player in the second half. He was blocking shots and just had more energy. You see Stone coming off a really good set from the baseline from Missouri out of an ATO. Really good job by Coach Gates and his staff.
Missouri's done a nice job out of timeouts tonight. Under 8 minutes here in this first half. It's a 4-point ball game. Pick and roll. Davis met with a double team. Spins away from it, off the window. Davis already with 7.
Needed to see Davis scoring. He hasn't scored over the last 4 ball games. Really need to see him get back in that scoring column. First 15 games, like 15 points a game.
Stone, wild shot, located the basket when he turned his back, and he puts it in.
Big time finish by Stone in the paint.
Fights over that screen. Good denial there by Anthony Robinson. Now it's Reed trying to take Barrett in the post, off the window. Big man with the recognition with the guard on him.
Love it when Reed takes him inside there. I mean, he's a guy that's shown he can make corner threes this year. But, you know, former McDonald All-American, having one of his better seasons this year. He's improved in just about every category this season. Love him operating 15 feet in.
Phillips, the big man, trying to position himself. Give it inside to Stone. Fights through, had it swatted. 2 on the shot clock. And a shot clock violation before the tie-up.
You know, John, this resurgence of the Sooners over the last 4 or 5 ball games, it's been a result of their defense. Coach Moser has really felt good about where they are right now defensively and how hard they're playing on that end of the floor. Great possession.
Coming up at 9 Eastern on ESPN2, Super Tuesday rolls on in Cincinnati with the Bearcats hosting A.J. DeBonsa and number 19 BYU. How about the freshman? Leads Division I with almost 25 points per game. He is something.
AJ's a generational talent. You know, he's had a great year as well. Cincinnati's been a team that's been playing well of late, so that's going to be a great ball game.
Yelatansov, the big man from Russia, working the pick and roll. And a foul on the inside going against Phillips. That'll be his first.
Phillips that enforcer inside, so probably got a little bit too physical in the paint there away from the basketball.
So the officials are going to review this one as both teams will be sent to their bench.
Didn't see that action away from the ball there. We're looking at the pick and roll defense, kind of see where, you know, if he had some contact up above the neck area, might be something that they're looking at with Phillips with the physical play inside there.
The previous play is under review for a possible upgrade.
So called a common foul on the floor against Sean Phillips Jr. But the officials want to take another look, potentially upgrade this one to a flagrant. Rodney, tell us what you see here on this replay.
Well, again, Phillips is one of the most physical players inside. You know, not sure if that's much of a, I mean, I think Ella Thompson sold that a little bit as well, but when it gets up above the head area, though, you've got to take a good look at it, and this could be upgraded. Anytime you get into the facial area, it wants an opportunity for a potential upgrade.
Now, even though you could tell Phillips couldn't even see the guy he was guarding, you still have to be in control of your limbs and what you're doing with your arms and your hand.
You do, and they really, again, anything neck up where you're making contact in the facial area, it is a major concern.
So it has been upgraded to a flagrant one as the officials deem that excessive and unnecessary contact to the head area.
Anything shoulder above, you get up there in that facial area and you're making contact, then you're probably going to be warranted, you know, an upgrade on that foul. Great job officiating there to kind of get that under control as well.
So Kirill, Yelatansov knocks down the first of 2 free throws here on the flagrant. And he goes 1 of 2. For the most part, it feels like Oklahoma has been able to control the pace of this game. Has that been surprising so far tonight?
Well, you know, a team that doesn't beat themselves in terms of turning the basketball over. They've had some unforced turnovers tonight, which is kind of uncharacteristic of them. You see the baseline, and this is something they worked on in shoot-around where they're going to throw the ball all the way back against this baseline out-of-bounds defense. But trying to get into the paint, but paint touches just like you see there with Brown. That's a really good job of getting into the interior of the defense. Just got to be to finish that play.
Reed had his shot blocked out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock for Oklahoma. As more length, Trent Burns comes on the floor, replacing Phillips.
You know, John, you have the ball right here in precarious area of the floor. We're in the corner here, so you still have an offset, but you got a short clock here for Oklahoma, so they've got to get into an action pretty quick.
Xavier Brown, pull-up three off the mark. And the rebound goes to Pierce. Stone, pump fake. And that one thrown away. It was not deflected, over and back call. 7th turnover on Missouri.
That's a great dig. Oklahoma, anytime that ball goes inside, they're making a conscious effort to go down and double and dig that ball out of there. Mitchell forced a turnover there. Really good defense by Oklahoma.
We talked to Porter Moser. He said, I got something special up my sleeve tonight to deal with Mark Mitchell.
He's got something in his bag, and he's definitely pulling it out right now against one of the elite scorers in the SEC.
Reed looking for some help with 4 on the shot clock. Yeah, Latonsop will take a deep one and nail the 3.
The big fella's a capable three-point shooter. You can't leave him.
Largest lead, Oklahoma up 10. It is Stone rejecting the screen. Picks up his dribble. Dangerous pass inside and gives it away. The guard putting the big man in a tough spot there. As Reed spinning, hanging, plus the foul. Darion Reed, the senior from Oklahoma City.
Darion Reed getting work done 15 feet in. Really good forward, strong there. Former McDonald All-American. So this guy is a young player that has a high ceiling in terms of where he's continued to go with his career. Porter talked a lot about him today in shoot-around, how much he's improved in every single area of his game this season. Oklahoma's done a nice job defensively, sitting down and kind of taking away what Missouri wants to do from an offensive standpoint. Paint touches. They had 40 points in the paint in game 1.
Robinson trying to back down his man. Defender falls down, and he gets the bucket plus the foul. Missouri trying to come back into this one. A chance for a 3-point play at the line when we come back. In your opinion, what would it take for Oklahoma to get it done this season?
Oklahoma still has an opportunity at Texas for a quad 1 win. And then they probably got to go into that tournament and win at least 3 games in the tournament to have strong consideration to be in the NCAA tournament.
So they have to win tonight on the road at Texas, and you think 3 in the NCAA, in the SEC.
Now we can start having some strong consideration.
Okay. Nigel Pack left it short. Currently a 4.9% chance, but to your point, there's some opportunities to pick up some really big wins and increase your net ranking.
And the other thing I like about this team, they've never stopped fighting. Porter, again, is a coach that's done a great job in taking teams in postseason play. But you talk about Nigel Pack, you talk about Brown. These are experienced guards. That bench has really helped them over the last 3 ball games. Have a resurgence right now as well.
And if all of that happens, that would get Oklahoma to 20 wins on the season.
It'd be strong consideration if they were able to do that.
Nigel Pack called for the offensive foul as he rubs his leg.
Porter's got to be real careful over there on this one right now. I know he's not happy with that call, and you know that's a tough call on Pack there, but he's already got 1 technical foul. You don't want to get thrown out of this game. Your team needs you right now. Here's a look here with Wagi with the screen. Yeah, you can't extend that arm out, so that's an easy call for the official there in the pick and roll.
I think he's thinking about the same one that didn't get called the other way that got him the technical.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but they're going to need him in this game, so he's got to stay locked in.
Mitchell gets it back. Ripped through, lost it off the defender's foot.
Really good defensive possession. Running off, Cruz off the line for a 3, who's an elite 3-point shooter for Missouri. Good defense right now for Oklahoma to this point.
9th turnover by Missouri here in this first half. extra pass. Forsythe decides to not take the three. 10 on the shot clock. Forsythe is hammered.
Well,
No
Forsythe
call.
can take that shot, John. He's got to step up and take that shot. It was a great opportunity for him. Missouri in transition. Missouri's really good in points off turnovers. They're able to push that ball in transition. He's got to take that shot right there. He can't pass that shot up right there.
So Jadon Jones picks up his first personal as Mark Mitchell gets to the free throw line. Just 3 free throws so far tonight for Missouri. All right, here's our ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader. The Western Conference leading Thunder finish up their 3-game road trip against Jalen Brunson and the Knicks at 7 Eastern. Then the Bucks host the Hawks. The NBA Countdown crew tips off coverage at 6:30.
I think last time down, John, Oklahoma was a little bit too unselfish in terms of taking shots. Jones turned the shot down. Forsythe turns the shot down. Now you see Missouri going into the zone. This was very effective in game 1 versus Oklahoma. This 2-3 matchup zone.
Poor Moser. He's like, it's about time you call these hand check fouls. He has been working the officials.
He's amped up over there right now. He's amped up and ready to go, you know. But, you know, in game 1, Coach Gates went to this 2-3 zone, and it was pretty effective against Oklahoma.
Nigel Pack. It's to be 1-1. And he misses the front end. It was incorrectly called 2 shots by the officials because that was just the 7th team foul.
Yeah, and that's an 89% free throw shooter right there, missing that. Not capitalizing on that opportunity. Nigel Pack's an excellent free throw shooter.
And a foul on the inside.
Too handsy right there on that little floppy action where they put the offensive player down there where he could come off either side. Jones got a little bit too handsy there.
So he picks up his second personal as Missouri goes to the line to the front end of a 1-1.
We'll see if Missouri tries to give any kind of full court pressure. They haven't really pressured up the floor. They get a chance now to set their defense with the dead ball situation here. Let's see if they set up their zone press, back to the zone defense again, this next possession down.
But Darion Reed will take a seat. I apologize to the Reed family. I said he was a senior from Oklahoma City. He is a sophomore from Georgia. Still has plenty of playing time left. I apologize, Reed family.
You got to make that free throw, though, so you can set your zone press defense. Now they're back in that zone again. Oklahoma did a great job exploiting that zone in game 1. They got the ball into the teeth of the defense. They screened the top part of the zone here to where that's a great ball movement. One more.
Jones, splish splash from the corner.
That's excellent execution on what they worked on today. You make that extra pass, you screen the top part of the zone, you're going to get the look that you want. That's excellent job by Oklahoma with their execution versus the zone.
Jones with 8 points for the Sooners. Inside they go, the big man off the mark. And Jones is everywhere, pulls down that rebound. 11-point lead for Oklahoma here in this first half. As Pack stepped out of bounds, turnover.
You don't want that unforced turnover right there, but you see the execution by Oklahoma. Really good job versus the zone. Screen the top part of the zone, hit the guy in the slot. One more, Jones stepping up for a big 3. Great execution with Oklahoma there versus that 2-3 zone.
Both teams with now 9 turnovers here in this first half. Mitchell fighting through contact. How about that tough take?
Either hand, he can score either way. I mean, that's just a guy, when he gets downhill, he's hard to deal with.
And it looks like Mitchell is now shaken up on the other end as Oklahoma calls a timeout. Under a minute to play in this first half. We will step aside and come back after this.
So check hands there. versatile around the basket, but, you know, that's where, again, he's in his bag when he gets 15 feet in, anywhere around that basket. You're talking about a guy that also was a McDonald All-American, started his career at Duke, and had 2 really good years.
Oh,
Great play.
The reverse alley to Muhammad Wagee.
Great execution out of the ATO. That was a set play by Coach Moser.
Porter Moser is putting on a coaching clinic here tonight.
Out of the timeout, you get a chance to draw up a play here. Great back screen right into a lob at the rim for Wagee, who's an elite airspace finisher. Really good pass. Nigel Pack, again, is an underrated passer. I mean, we talk a lot about his threes, you know, his mid-range game, but he's a really, really good facilitator as well.
Muhammad Wagee had that peanut butter and jelly, had something to drink, and all of a sudden he's put his cape on. He's ready for liftoff.
Wagee's back. He's got that energy. He's ready to go.
Nine-point lead for Oklahoma. Walk me through here this final possession of the first half.
It looks like they're going to get back into their man-to-man. They're out of their zone right now. Oklahoma did a great job with their execution and kind of got them out of that. So they're in a man-to-man possession here to finish out this half. Like to think that Oklahoma's going to try to get something for Brown in a pick and roll, or Nigel Pack coming off a screen.
Oh my
wow.
goodness. A block is called. That was a football collision.
Well, Robinson is a really aggressive defender. You talk about one of the better perimeter defenders in the SEC. A little bit too physical there away from the basket. Don't really think he got shoved into that one. That was just kind of, again, a guard-to-guard screen there, and he just kind of had too much contact. That's an easy call for the official. That far from the basket.
You know what's wild to me? Is that we see a flagrant call on Sean Phillips on just, you know, he wasn't even looking, just flicked his arm back. That's a flagrant, but something like that is a common fact.
It's almost looking like in football, you have the target, you know, right, that you have to deal with and try to make a decision on as well, you know, but that was physical right there.
Oh, yeah.
Robinson is a physical guard.
Final seconds in the first half. Turnover. 1 second at the horn, and the shot will not count. It is Oklahoma trying to finish off the season with their last game at home, a 35-26 lead here at the half.
They've done a nice job defensively, playing with a lot of energy, having each other's back, playing with a lot of grit, Oklahoma on the defensive end, and keeping these guys out of the paint. I mean, last ball game, Missouri had 40 points in the paint.
As Oklahoma starts with the ball here in this second half. Turnovers, very uncharacteristic for both teams. 10 for Missouri, 9 for Oklahoma.
Low turnover teams, and for both of them to have 10 and 9, it's a great pass by Pack. I go back to it again. Pack's an underrated guy in terms of passing the basketball. Great read in the pick and roll. You know him as a three-point shooter with over 400 made threes, but does a really great job of reading pick and roll. Got Davis going to the line for 2 free throws.
So Tay Davis to the line to shoot 2.
I think the way, again, John, for Missouri to get this thing turn and change the pace, they're going to have to do it with their defense. They're going to have a little bit more intensity and urgency on that end of the floor.
Largest lead of the game, Oklahoma led by 12 in the first half. Now up by 11 here to start the second. Barrett, open underneath off the clear out by Sean Phillips.
Phillips did a great job on the duck end. The duck end really helped Barrett get downhill. And again, it's where you want it. Try to keep Barrett out of the paint.
Here's Pack, pull up 3, rips down the net.
Pack's been on one of the last 4 or 5 ball games. He shot the ball extremely well from the perimeter. That's 7 made threes right now for Oklahoma. These guys average about 10 makes a game.
Off the drive. Reach-in foul called against Oklahoma.
Okay.
So they call that on Davis, his first personal. There's nothing easy for Mark Mitchell so far tonight.
They're doing a great job of doubling him anytime he goes in the post.
Mitchell, kick out, Pierce, three, got it.
Trent Pierce, big time, versatile forward. He can really shoot the basketball and stretch the floor.
And the officials call a time as Mitchell will be taken off the floor. Not sure what that is for.
Good.
As Mitchell looks to be in some kind of pain.
Last duck in here, you see Phillips here. Barrett's coming off. He does a great job with the duck in here. It gives, again, Barrett a great chance to get downhill and get to the basket. Really good job by Phillips there with the duck in, creating a driving lane for Barrett to get to the paint and to the basket.
Nigel Pack just knocked down a three. Has the big man on him. As Wagee hands off. Brown, three. Oklahoma starting to get hot from the outside.
This resurgence of Oklahoma offense, I mean, they've shot the ball extremely well. That's an offensive foul there. Great job by Pack stepping in there defensively again.
So Sean Phillips Jr. has picked up 2 quick fouls here in the second half. That'll be his third. So as Jacob Cruz pops off the bench.
Phillips has got to lock into the game right now. The game has already been set on how they're officiating the ball game. He's got to adapt and adjust to be able to stay in the ball game and stay on the floor.
Mitchell, the best player on the floor for Missouri, currently on the sidelines, trying to move around and see if he's going to be okay. We play 2 minutes here in the second half. Brown on the drive. Nice dump off as Davis rocks the rim.
Really good job of Brown to get into the teeth of the defense. Really good job sitting down on that bounce pass. Great pass, great finish.
Largest lead of the game. Oklahoma's up 14.
See Brown getting downhill. He's really good getting into the teeth of the defense. Great shot fake, paint touch, set down on that pass. Great finish by Tay Davis.
He just put so much pressure on the D, forcing them to make a decision.
Well, he's a guy that can score at all 3 levels. So, you know, when you have that in your package, you got to pick your poison on how you're going to try to really defend him.
Robinson, step back, contested three. That's a tough one.
I think Missouri's going to try to drop back in that zone again right now. That tandem 2-3 zone matchup. Oklahoma did a great job attacking it in the first half, screening the outside of the zone.
Go to the elbow here with Tate Davis. As Pack couldn't handle that one, turnover.
Missouri won that possession defensively there. They stole that possession out of the 2-3 zone. You see Robertson here with the step back, created some separation, stepped in, shoot a shot, knocked a big time 3 down.
So Missouri gets the stop after hitting a 3 on this end of the floor their last possession. Robinson calling for it, gets a touch. Now the double comes.
We'll see if Missouri stays in that 2-3 zone after a make there. I mean, after a miss. They've been in that zone on a make. Now it's back man to man.
Wagee's pass deflected. Scrum for the ball on the floor, and it went off of Robinson. Oklahoma basketball.
50-50 balls, the game within the game. First guy to the floor. Oklahoma comes up with that possession.
So Mark Mitchell comes back on the floor. A good sign for Missouri. As 3 fresh bodies come on for Oklahoma here with a 11-point lead.
Got some wholesale changes right now for Oklahoma. Porter's really trusting his bench, and over the last, give or take 6 ball games, the bench has come in and really given some great production. Forsythe here with the ball has been terrific during this stretch.
Lowers his shoulder, hanging turnaround, and the rebound to Phillips. A reach-in foul on Brown is called. In the break zone, so far on senior night, it has been all Oklahoma. Plenty of game left here in the second half. Florida. As a reminder, if you finish in the top 4 in the conference, you get a double bye. 5 through 8 is a single bye. A lot can happen here in this final week.
Missouri tried to come out with a couple staggers there for shooters.
Mitchell finds the cutting Barrett and goes over to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's done a nice job in the paint, standing their ground, not fouling guys and putting them on the foul line. That was a perfect example on that possession defensively.
Porter Moser told us at shoot-around, he said the Achilles heels for our team has been team defense. But they've really stepped up tonight in a big way. Reed off the pump fake, working on Phillips, trying to spin away from him. Shot clock's at 6. Here's Forsythe, lays it in at the rim.
Really good cut by Forsythe. Finished his cut. Some guys just kind of stop if they don't get the ball, but he got a chance to finish his cut. And as a result of that, Reed was able to find him what he the basket at the rim.
How important has it been to have a healthy Forsythe on the floor for Oklahoma?
It's been huge. He's their grit, toughness kind of guy comes in the ball game. Great drive by Robinson, straight line. But Forsythe gives him a lot of tough and grit when he comes in the ball game.
When he was out of the lineup, Oklahoma lost 3 of the 4 games that he missed. And then even when he came back, just wasn't himself. But he has been healthy here down the stretch.
Passed up a great look right there up top. Want to get that ball moving side to side. You don't want it to stick. You allow Missouri to load their defense.
Straight on 3 off the mark. And a foul on the rebound.
Forsythe again, when he comes in the ball game, just a cerebral player. Great job finishing his cut. Reed sitting down on that pass.
You can tell he is feeling much better compared to what he was at the rest of the season, averaging 11 points per game over his last 6.
John, he gives him a third ball handler. When you have Brown, you have Pack. When you didn't have him in the lineup, you really missed that depth at the point guard spot or ball handler that could facilitate. Forsythe can do that. He can shoot it. He can put it on the deck. And he brings some toughness defensively.
Gilaton sub, too strong. And a good board by T.O. Barrett. In and out dribble, trying to get downhill. Deflected. Jaden Jones, hello! How about the emotion on senior night from the Oklahoma Sooners?
Defensively, Oklahoma again has picked up where they left off in the first half. You see these guys again, they big switch. You see Jones running through the pass line, big time finish. Oklahoma playing elite level defense.
Themselves some action here at Oklahoma tonight as the Sooners a 49-36 lead. There is a path for Oklahoma to get an at-large bid, but it all starts with a win here tonight against Missouri. Mitchell off the bounce, gives it up. Barrett launches off the mark, tipped around, and Oklahoma They've been getting to most of those 50-50 balls tonight.
They really have, and again, they'll take that shot all night right there, but Barrett, they want to keep Barrett out of the paint. They can live with him on the kick-out shot.
There goes Brown, working against Barrett, fading away, and he'll be fouled on the jump shot. All right, we got the final weekend of college basketball regular season, and we have some great rivalry matchups for you Saturday on ESPN and the ESPN app. Games start at noon Eastern, but check out the featured matchups. Number 1, Duke hosts number 18, Carolina at Cameron Indoor. That's at 6:30 Eastern, followed by 17th ranked Alabama hosting Auburn. And the night is capped off by number 16, Texas Tech, hosting number 19, BYU in Provo, Utah. Should be another great Saturday with more than 12 hours of college hoops.
Big-time rival games right there. Now you talk about Auburn, Alabama. That's a big, meaningful game for Auburn. And then you talk about the Duke Carolina game. Duke's going to be looking for some revenge.
Auburn, the first team out, currently according to our bracketology expert Joe Lenardi. So you know they need that one.
They need every game down the stretch here. I mean, every game's a premium for them. And this time of year, you got to be trying to play your best basketball. And 40 minutes is what you got to be to handle what's in front of you.
Last time these two teams met in January, it was Missouri hitting a shot at the buzzer to send it to overtime, and then another shot at the buzzer to win it in OT. Tonight, Oklahoma said, I don't want to deal with any of that. Stripped away. Good help there by Brown. There goes Jones. He said, oh my God, as he looks at the crowd, his final night here at home.
Jones is unconscious tonight, but that all started with the defense. They did a great job digging, getting the ball out of Phillips' hands and turning him over.
Way short is Stone, and it's tracked down by Davis. Jadon Jones with 13 points, a season high, but he couldn't run down that one.
Jones is playing at a high level tonight, coming off the bench, giving them some significant minutes. Big time three here. Got some separation, great finish. Big time three by Jadon Jones.
I don't know what kind of emotions come out, and Jadon Jones has made the most of this.
John, you always want to leave with a great taste in your mouth, you know, and get a chance. It's nothing like winning on senior day.
How about this? Another turnover. Jaden Stone was running the baseline, but the officials said you cannot. And a turnover. The Tigers have looked out of whack from the opening tip. Something just looks off.
They have. I mean, they're sitting down with 14 turnovers, and they've done a great job all year long valuing taking care of the basketball.
If you're Missouri, you understand how important a game like this is. Pass inside as Wagee slams it home.
Just the defensive urgency. You've got to have urgency right now. And that's not, the only way you're going to flip this game around is going to be with more defensive intensity from Missouri on the other end.
An 8-0 run by Oklahoma. Oh, my.
Great set play right there to get Stone on a shot from the top of the key there. Cross screen into a down screen, little triangle action.
Missouri is shooting 20% from deep. 3 for 15 tonight. Mitchell going 1 on the shot clock, and he will be fouled.
Had a mismatch in there, so Pack had no choice but to go down there and try to go for the ball. Got quite a bit of hand in the process. You got Oklahoma, you got Pack here getting the ball inside. They great post-to-post passing. Wagee on the finish inside.
Well, Mark Mitchell's doing everything he can. He is a perfect 4-4 from the floor. He's now in double figures with 10. But with the defensive scheme, they're really trying to get the ball out of his hands.
They're going to have to, again, you know, they've done a great job, Oklahoma, defending him in the post. You know, he's the lead scorer down there, 15 feet in. They're going to have to really turn the heat up defensively now. You see some full-court pressure right now by Missouri. They're going to have to be able to do that up the floor, see if they can take some time off the clock, turn these guys over a little bit. They're going to have to try to disrupt and change the game.
Nigel Pack got the worst of that last exchange. Foul was called on him, but he's on the bench with a bloody nose. Brown is met by a wall, and a foul is called, and immediately Dennis Gates wants to review that one. He felt like his guy was held.
Kind of wrong place, wrong time a little bit. Get your hands in the cookie jar there a little bit with Phillips. And Phillips can't afford to pick up a foul that far from the basket. They need him in the game right now. And they're going to take a look at this.
So the foul was called on Phillips, his fourth. But Coach Gates wants the officials to take a look at it.
The following play is being reviewed for a possible flagrant foul.
So Missouri is appealing, feeling like there was a hook and hold, which could have been a potential flagrant on Oklahoma.
I'd like to be able to take a look at that and see if that action actually occurred there. Let's take a look here.
I don't see it.
I don't really see a hook and hold. I see a basketball play where he's trying to get away from the defender.
Let's see.
Don't
Here's
quite
the whole
see a
thing.
hold. Let's take a look here.
You see anything?
I don't really see a hook and hold there. I think Phillips kind of, again, got his hands in the cookie jar there a little bit when he didn't need to pick up that foul that far from the basket.
So Brown did hook the arm of Phillips, but I don't know that there was a hold.
I mean, I think it warrants a look. You know, anytime you have that type of contact where guys kind of lock up a little bit, it's worth the extra look to take and see if there actually is a hook and hold. The hook and hold was put in place years ago to protect guys from serious injuries, so it's worthy of taking a really good look at it.
Oftentimes, if you're the player who is getting hooked and held, you could get spun down to the ground, and that could be a dangerous situation.
After review, the common foul on 15 black stands is called. There's no other foul.
Did you see a hook or anything? No, it was the hold on 15. Yeah,
They lose the timeout on that? They lose the timeout on that?
So the officials say the common foul will stand on Sean Phillips Jr., his fourth. They said they did see a hold, but that came after the whistle and the initial call was already made.
John, I think also when you have that appeal and you don't win that appeal and it's not successful, you lose a timeout as
Correct.
well. You may need these timeouts down the stretch, but that sends Phillips to the bench there, where he'll probably have to stay for a little while.
Mohamed Waguif for Oklahoma, but that last break in the action just went into the locker room. We will wait to see what that was for. As the three is knocked down, Elatanso.
That look has been there most of the night. He passed up the one earlier, stepped right into that one, is ready to shoot the basket. Got a mismatch inside here. He appears can get anything done around the basket.
Jump hook, left short. An 11-2 run by Oklahoma. 10 minutes to play in the second half. Rodney, we got a 20-point game.
Again, you're going to have to really rev your defense up to change the pace of this game right now. Oklahoma has it at their pace, and they're getting what they want on the offensive end and defensive end right now.
Forsythe looks at the shot clock. It's at 6. Elatanso off the mark, but Jones couldn't save it off the underneath of the basket.
Got another great look. Really good job, Forsythe, locating the big fella for a shot there. Coach Moser, he gets pretty animated over there. Then you can just watch him if you wanted to for the duration of the game.
I'm not mad at it. He knows how much this game means to Oklahoma tonight as a three is knocked down by Trent Pierce.
Trent Pierce can stretch the floor. 6'9", really good shooter from the perimeter. Missouri's got to get up this floor here and put some pressure on these guys, speed them up a little bit, try to turn them over some, get them out of their rhythm on offense right now.
We talked to Trent Pierce about coming back and playing here in Oklahoma, the native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He said, a lot of times growing up in Oklahoma as a ball player, you are underlooked. You got to come out of the mud. There's a chip on your shoulder, and he was really excited about playing here tonight.
He was. He knew he was going to have a lot of friends and family back here to see him play. Played his prep ball over at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Got some blood on the floor right now as well, but he played his prep ball over in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Finished up over at Arizona Prep, but he and Barrett both are guys that probably came in this building and saw a lot of games in here as well.
So some
It's
blood
officials'
on the
timeout
hardwood.
to clean up blood on the floor.
And it's a nice job by the officials to spot that and make sure that it is cleaned up before we resume play. That was the spot where Nigel Pack took a shot to the face earlier in the second half. Well, Oklahoma, that second game in conference play, started a 9-game losing streak. Guys started getting healthy again. Porter Moser said his defense improved, and they've now gone four wins over their last 6 games. As Missouri comes up with a steal on the inbound, and Pierce lays it in.
I like the trap. I like the pressure up the floor, but I like the trap. Can't get a delay there by messing with the ball, but I like that pressure defense. If you're offensively for Oklahoma, you don't want to get down in that trap area where you're not able to locate the open outlet.
So what does Porter Moser do? He brings back the senior Nigel Pack for some ball handling.
And you may need a guy here to give you a little release as well here, an outlet. Much better job there attacking the pressure.
How about that pass by Davis? Barrett splits the D and throws it up. Trent Burns on somebody's head.
You see Barrett putting the ball right back on top of him in transition. A great read, airspace of a big Burns. Burns is the tallest player I think they've ever had in the program at Missouri. He's a youngster out of Cypress, Texas. Was kind of a late bloomer out of high school.
Rebound, but Barrett was out of bounds as we're starting to see some life out of this Missouri team down 15.
It all starts with the defense, though, John. They've got to continue to extend this pressure, continue to trap. If you're Oklahoma, you got to do a great job like you did the last possession, attacking that pressure. And if you can score behind it, try to score behind it. But it has to be the right guys taking the right shot against that pressure.
Seems like this full court press has been the catalyst now for Missouri.
Really good job that time with the outlet. Wagi coming up and releasing the pressure for him. Now what the pressure also does, if you don't get a steal, it also takes some time off the clock as well.
Forsythe jumps into the defender, gets the bucket plus the foul.
You know, John, this is, again, you see Forsythe being aggressive. This is scouting report here. Forsythe's really great at shot fakes and getting guys off their feet, finishing the play. Big time finish.
Coming up at 9 Eastern on ESPN2, Super Tuesday rolls on in Cincinnati with the Bearcats hosting AJ DePonce and number 19 BYU. So just when Missouri was going on a run, it is Dayton Forsythe with a 3-point play.
Sure, Oklahoma up the floor a little bit right now with some token pressure of their own. Really good gap defense right there by Forsythe, not letting Mitchell get into that paint.
Here is Pierce, too strong, and a good board by Reed.
Something Coach Moser wanted to see his team do a better job of. Darian Reed rebounding down and being more of a defensive rebounder for the team defensively.
Backdoor cut taken away by Robinson. Mitchell in close, finishes it off.
Barrett does a great job, make a miss, pushing that ball up the floor and really getting Missouri some opportunities in the paint. That's a great find with Mitchell in the paint.
Xavier Brown gives it up now to Reed on the wing, guarded by Barrett. And Barrett will be called for the reach-in from behind. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back to Oklahoma after this.
40 minutes. Big ball game tonight.
According to Joe Lunardi, Virginia Tech, part of that first 4 out group. As Darian Reed knocks down the first free throw.
Darian Reed's done a nice job playing 15 feet in tonight.
You look at his numbers from when he was at Alabama to now Oklahoma. He has improved in pretty much every stat across the board.
He really has. And he's got a chance to play, obviously, a lot more as well. He played on a loaded team last year at Alabama. And that front line last year was as good as anybody with Nelson and those guys last year, you know. So it's been great to see Reed continue to get better.
Robinson nails down the mid-range jumper. As Missouri not done yet. 7 minutes to play here in the second half. Good job by Barrett. You know, we haven't seen much energy from Missouri, but you can't fault this young man. T.O. Barrett has really brought it from the beginning.
He does. He's an everyday guy in terms of the way he plays. He's going to play all out. He only knows one way to play, and he's really emerged this season for Coach Gates.
Kick out, Reed for 3, knocks it down.
Reed has been terrific in the corners this year, shooting threes. That was a great setup right there by Brown, driving kick. Reed ready to shoot the basketball.
Cruz off balance, and a foul is called on Brown. That'll be his 3rd personal.
I like the defense where they put the guy back. Wague just kind of slid back in the SEC way off of Burns. Now, Burns in high school could step out and make that 3-point shot. He's not looking to shoot that right now because he's still a young player, learning what it takes to stay on the floor. And as he continues to mature and get more playing time, he'll take that 3 up there. He's capable of making a 3 up top.
There's Mitchell battling with Reed. Reed standing his ground. And the reach-in foul is called as the crowd does not like it.
Porter doesn't like it. The crowd doesn't like it. Here's a guy, John, that gets to the free throw line as well as anybody in college basketball. He's one of the top guys getting fouled and getting to the free throw line with free throw attempts and making free throws.
Dennis Gates told us earlier today at shoot-around that there is no player in the country more valuable to their team than Mark Mitchell and what he does for us.
I mean, he came into this program a year ago, was an all-conference player, took Missouri to the NCAA tournament, and he's carried that over into this season. He's a preseason All-SEC performer again to start the season, so he's a really good player.
Under 6 minutes to play here in the second half. If you're just joining us, a reminder of what's at stake. Missouri, with one more game left in the regular season after tonight, could finish in the SEC as high as 3 or as low as 10. Reed, corner 3. He's knocked down another one.
That was created by Brown, getting into the teeth of the defense, driving and kicking. It's a really great find. Darian Reed's shot right in the corner. He's really good in those corners.
Robinson, contested three, knocks it home.
Robinson has shot the ball well from the perimeter. He's an elite defender, but he's made timely shots tonight. Stone hasn't had his game from the perimeter. Robinson has stepped up a little bit from the perimeter, making shots.
A hold first, and if that is on Robinson, that will be his 5th. So Anthony Robinson has fouled out. His night is done. He finishes with 14 points.
That's unfortunate. He was having a really good ball game on the offensive end of the floor. We know he's one of the best defenders, perimeter defenders in the SEC. Now he has to take a seat and watch the duration of the ball game.
All right, so we said what's at stake for Missouri tonight. What's at stake here for Oklahoma? There is still a chance for the Sooners to get an at-large bid. They have won their last 2 games. With a win here tonight, they go on the road to finish out the regular season at Texas. And, Coach, you think they need 3 wins in the SEC tournament?
They've got to get Saturday. Saturday's a huge game over in Austin for the Sooners. You know, there is no 3 games at the tournament, in the SEC tournament, if they can't take care of business on Saturday in Austin.
Well, they're certainly taking care of business tonight. A 20-point lead over Missouri. Here's Pierce curling off the screen, knocks it home.
He shot the ball extremely well tonight from the perimeter. Trent Pierce at 6'9", being able to stretch the defense. They missed him the first part of the year. Getting him back and getting him back in the starting lineup has really changed their season and changed their team.
His 3rd 3 tonight. He's up to 11. Reach-in foul on the shot attempt as Davis will get a trip to the free throw line.
You know, we talk about the direction and what Dennis Gates has been able to do over at Missouri. What he's been able to do over at Missouri in terms of building a program. He has an incredible recruiting class coming in. He's got 2 McDonald All-Americans signed. He's got the #2 recruiting class in the country. Kudos to he and his staff. That's not easy. I mean, to sign 2 McDonald All-Americans in a recruiting class, that is big time.
Unfortunately for Missouri, they lose T.O. Barrett. He has now fouled out with his 5th personal. And it is all 5s across the stat line to match his jersey number. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and now his 5th foul.
Stone now has to take the responsibility of handling the basketball right now. You got a big lineup out there right now for Mizzou.
What has Oklahoma done tonight? Because defensively, they've really keeping Missouri off balance.
They've kept them out of the paint tonight. That was something that Coach Moser really emphasized to his team. In the first game, they had 40 points in the paint, Missouri. They've done a great job protecting the paint, running the shooters off the line, finishing possessions, and playing with really good intensity defensively.
They have forced 16 turnovers, the most in SEC play for Missouri here tonight. Stone, baseline, goes reverse and lays it in.
There's that paint touch. They really wanted to keep Barrett out of the paint. They wanted to keep Phillips out of the paint. They've done a really nice job of that, but a really good drive by Stone and a really good finish on the reverse side of the basket.
Oklahoma content with running clock under 4 minutes to play. Forsythe, pull-up, 3, and a rebound to Stone. Missouri looking for a quick one. Nice closeout there by Jones.
Excellent closeout. Pierce has had a hot hand.
Mitchell will try one and rattle home a 3. Here comes Missouri, lead down to 13.
Not really his game. You can live with that a little bit. He's elite 15 feet in, but obviously showing that he can make a 3. Oklahoma has to earn a basket down this time and get a shot on their terms. Good time out here by Coach Mosley. Oklahoma has done a great job of living in the paint. Brown has done a great job attacking inside out. Darian Reed has been shot ready and has delivered in the corner threes.
The seniors have really brought the juice as Oklahoma a 13-point lead with under 3 minutes to play. Nigel Pack taking care of the basketball here down the stretch. Turnaround jumper rattled home by Brown.
Really good job, Brown attacking in the mid-range. They were trying to get Pack back off the restream, but Brown was able to finish that mid-range shot.
Here's Cruz, a contested three, and all of a sudden, Missouri is knocking them down from the outside.
You're never out of the game, John, if you've got guys that can make shots from the perimeter. They've got 3 guys on the perimeter right there that can make threes, so you're never out of it. They've got to put some stops together here right now down the stretch.
Two minutes to play here in regulation. Brown, crossover. Now decides to reset here with Nigel Pack. Gets it back. Deep one. Offensive rebound to Wagi, but Davis could not hold on.
Wagi's done a great job on the offensive glass all night. Almost created another second chance opportunity for the Sooners. You're Oklahoma, you've had a great defensive night. You've got to try to close this thing out with your defense.
Largest lead in the second half for Oklahoma was 22. And Missouri a chance to cut it to single digits with a 3 here. Mitchell, and he is fouled going up.
One of the best in the business, getting to the foul line, creating a scoring opportunity for him to get 2 extra shots. Now you Missouri here, you know, he gets 2 free throws. Mitchell's a really good free throw shooter. They've got to now turn their attention toward the defense, the full court pressure. You can get a really good trap here and try to turn Oklahoma over for a turnover, try to get some points off turnovers. Take some time off the clock. I jinxed Mitchell right there. I mean, he's done a great job shooting at the free throw line. I mean, that's a big miss right down the stretch. But if you're Oklahoma, you got to do a great job with ball security. You're going to have to do a good job with your release and outlet guys presenting themselves to where you can work out of those traps.
Mitchell 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The lead is 11. Wagi comes back to the ball for help.
You got a run and jump, continued pressure, really good pressure there.
Almost a turnover there. Missouri thought it was a foul.
You got Missouri, they're running and jumping all over. Half court, full court, they have to kind of turn the heat up.
Wagi has done a nice job being an outlet, and he will be fouled. Well, the SEC Women's Basketball Tournament begins tomorrow morning at the Well in Greenville, South Carolina. And the SEC Network will have all first and second round games as well as late quarterfinal games. First round coverage begins at 10:30 a.m. Eastern with SEC Now. How about that? Waking up with some women's hoops tomorrow.
That's going to be a fantastic tournament. I mean, it's been a great conference slate on the women's side. You've got several teams that could win the whole thing in the SEC. So, I mean, it's going to be an exciting time.
But let's be real. All roads go through South Carolina.
They do. I mean,
the number 1 seed. And South Carolina has won 5 of the last 6 SEC tournaments.
Coach Staley, I mean, this time of year, she has her team prepped and ready to go. They've been there. They know what it takes to win at that level. But you've got some other contenders there as well.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Stone with the left, misses the lay-in. As Oklahoma corrals the rebound. 1 minute remaining on senior night here in Oklahoma. as Wagi will be fouled. Got to say, I was thoroughly impressed with this performance by the Sooners here tonight.
They have been, again, emerging down the stretch here in this season. They played really well. Over the last 6 ball games, they played great basketball. They've been really good defensively. They've shot the ball extremely well. They make 10 threes a game. They usually take care of the basketball and don't turn the ball over. Low turnover team. So, and then the bench production has really come on for them strong as well.
I know we talked about Porter Moser being animated, got an early technical, but he had the perfect game plan. He was ready for the inside attack of Missouri here tonight.
Porter's going to bring juice every day. Even when they were going through that dang game losing streak, Porter Moser brought it every single day, and his teams, as a result of that, they've continued to battle, and that's why they're still playing at the level that they're playing right now.
Just a 4% chance to be an at-large bid, but that will increase with a win here tonight.
And, it's going to go a long ways in terms of some momentum going up to Austin. It's going to be a great matchup Saturday with Texas and Oklahoma.
Stone off the mark, battled around. It'll stay here with Missouri.
This is a big rival game. You talk about the series in terms of number of games that these two institutions have played over the years. They played when they were Missouri Valley members. They were Big 6, Big 7, Big 8, Big 9, Big 12. They played over 200 games. It's a great rival here with Oklahoma and Missouri.
Pierce finds that three-point line short. And it is tipped out by Brown. Wagi throws it home. How fitting for the senior from the Bronx on senior night, as the subs will come on.
Lovelace getting a chance to come in. He's a crowd favorite. Local kid here from Oklahoma. One of the seniors recognized early today.
Muhammad Wagi gets a round of applause for the last time here at home as Reed Lovelace steps on his senior night. 3 off the mark, and the ball was touched in the cylinder by Missouri. It'll go back to the Sooners.
Coach Gates has done a great job all season long. He'll get his guys regrouped. They got a big ball game. I believe it's Arkansas that they finish up with at home. They'll regroup. He and his staff's done a great job this season. They'll bounce back. Porter Moser's done a great job with his program here down the stretch.
Rodney, I can't help but smile. Clearly, I'm not rooting for anybody, but to see a guy like Lovelace, who doesn't get much playing time, be able to dribble it out on his senior night, this is what college basketball is all about.
They would love for Lovelace to put a shot up, but Porter's not going to let it put one of those up.
It is Oklahoma, now winners of 3 in a row, with an 80-64 win over Missouri here on senior night.
Oklahoma did a great job setting the tone defensively from the very beginning. They were going to come out and play with a lot of intensity and follow the game plan. Really good game plan, keeping Missouri out of the paint, keeping them off the glass with second chance opportunities. Great job tonight by Oklahoma.
So you're saying there's a chance for Oklahoma